In this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of completing homework 1. I encourage you to work through it with me. Just pause the video whenever you need to. By the end of this video, you will have completed and submitted homework 1. And this is exactly the same process that you're going to use for all of the quizzes this semester. Okay, to get started, we need to open up a terminal window. If you're on Windows, you'll need to use PuTTY. Directions to do this are on the Tufts EE help page. The link is down in the description. If you're on Mac or Linux, just the regular terminal window will do. So I'll go ahead and open up a regular terminal window here. And now we need to remotely connect into the homework cluster. So we'll do this with a tool called SSH. That's just what PuTTY is doing behind the scenes on Windows. So I'm going to type SSH, your username, whatever that is. In my case, it's sbell03, at homework.eecs.tufts.edu. And then when you do that, it's going to ask you for your password. Again, if you've used PuTTY, you will have put that in the Windows dialog already. And now we're logged into the remote computer. And you can see I've been logged into VM homework 00. And we can now look around. So if you type ls, that will list all the files in the current directory. So you're looking at the files in a particular folder. And if you type pwd for print working directory, that will show you what the current working directory is. So in this case, I'm in a folder called hsbell03. /h contains all of the home folders for everyone that has an account on the system. sbell03 is my particular account for my username. I can use cd to change directories. So for example, if I want to change into the folder called notes, and now I'm inside notes, so if I type pwd again, you can see I've changed into the notes directory. I can do ls again to see what's here. I have a to-do list in this case. And I can use cd ... to go back up one level. And so now I'm back in my home directory. There's a short list of helpful commands on the course website. So as you're just getting started, that'll be a helpful cheat sheet just to help you quickly look up things you might want to do. Okay, now we need to go ahead and actually do our homework. So let's go ahead and make a directory for this. So we'll do make_dir EE200. And now you can see the EE200 directory that we just created here. We'll cd into that directory. And of course, there's nothing in it since we just created this new empty directory. And now we need to copy the homework file. It lives somewhere else on the server that hosts the website. We're going to copy it, make a local copy in our home directory, edit that file, and then submit it. So to do that, we're going to do cp/ee/200/public HTML. This is where all of the website files for the course website live. /hw for homework, work01.txt. So that's the source file that we're copying, and then / specifies the destination directory, meaning put it right here in this current directory. Now if we type ls, we see that we have a homework01 file here that we've just copied. So let's go ahead and look at this and edit this file. To do that, we're going to use a text editor called Vim. Vim is an incredibly powerful text editor, but it's also pretty weird if you've never used it at all before. Once you get used to it, you may want it everywhere. I have Vim for my web browser, I have Vim for my email. My hands basically just type Vim automatically. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this file with Vim. So Vim homework01.txt, and that's going to go ahead and edit this file. Okay, as you can see, this is EE200 homework1, and then we're going to go ahead and fill in each of these pieces. So just so you can see some of how you move around in Vim, if you press J, you'll move down a line. If you press K, you move up a line. If you actually want to edit something, so I'm going to fill in my name, you want to type I, and this will move us into insert mode. You can see down in the bottom left that it specifies what mode we're in. You should call me Stephen. And if I hit escape, then I go back to regular mode where I can move around again. You can also use the arrow keys to move around once you're in insert mode. So again, go into insert mode, my Tufts email address. I type that in. Again, back into regular mode. What programming experience do I have? I can type these things in. And here, please don't delete any of the existing text. So leave the questions here, leave these little bits in parentheses. For this homework, it doesn't matter so much, but for the quizzes, there's a script that automatically grades them. And if you delete parts of those, the script can't find what the questions are and where your answers are. And you'll get terrible scores on your quizzes. Okay, so I can fill out the rest of this quiz. And then finally, the last question is, what is your GitHub user ID? If you haven't used GitHub before, or you don't have a GitHub user ID, go ahead and go sign up. Just go to github.com and create a new account there. You can use whatever user ID you want. Just put that in here. Okay, so we're done editing the file, and now we need to save it and quit. This is the part of Vim that is totally not obvious until you've seen it before. So you type colon, and you'll see now we're at a little command prompt in the bottom left corner of the window. You can do W to save the file, and it tells us that that's been written. If we do :Q, that will quit Vim. Okay, so now just to make sure that it really did save our changes, we can open up Vim again. And yes, indeed, we have all of our changes. They're here. So let's go ahead and quit again. If you want a little bit more practice with Vim, which is totally worth it, I'm going to be giving you little bits of Vim tips over the course of the semester. But a good way to get started is to run Vim Tutor. And it will drop you into something that looks and feels just like Vim and give you practice doing basic things. So starting by moving the cursor around, and then gives you these very small bite-sized lessons, which is really great. Okay, now we're ready. We've finished our homework, and we're ready to actually submit it. So again, we have our homework.txt file. And to submit the homework, we're going to use a tool called Provide. So this is a Tufts-specific tool that basically just copies your files into a special grading directory that the graders can access, or in this case that I can look at to see that you've completed it. And type Provide, and then EE200, which is the course name, the assignment that you're submitting, in this case homework 1, and homework1.txt. When you do this, it will check all your files, make sure that the particular assignment that you've typed in exists, and so forth, then ask you if you're ready to submit. So we'll go ahead and hit yes. And you should get this information that your submission has been accepted and that it's complete. And if that happens, then you're all set. If you discover that you've made some kind of mistake, so I need to change something here, whatever, you can do that. And then we can always reprovide. So provide E200 homework 1, homework1.txt. And now it says that this is submission 2 of the assignment. And in general, you have unlimited number of submissions. I think the default is 3. If you need more than that, let me know and I can turn it up. But and if any reason you decide that you're not ready to submit, you can just type no, and it won't type this. Okay, that's it. If you've made it that far, you're ready to submit not just homework 1, but also homework 2 and all of the pre-class quizzes. It'll follow exactly the same format. And if you have trouble, you can always come back to this video or look at the reference sheet on the course website. Good luck.